can't believe it is nearly the middle of December. I just got all my shopping done today. How about you guys? Are you done? Probably not. Unless you're one of those women who starts shopping in July. I can't do it. I can never do it. Welcome back to another live stream. Hope you're all doing well. This weekend, Ken and I went out for his birthday on Saturday. And if you've been watching the news, you've seen, wow, we had some really bad tornadoes in Middle Tennessee. We, thank God we were safe, but it got hit pretty hard. So I'm very grateful that none of our property was damaged. We weren't hurt. And we ended up having a really good night, but it was very scary. We got put in the basement. We pulled into the hotel we were staying in, and the sirens were going off. Which, if you've been through as many tornadoes as many of us have here, the sirens just put your stomach in your toes, you know, and you just kind of want to throw up. But we're safe. The kids were safe in my mom's basement, but it was very scary. And we're right next to T-Pack, and I think the Nutcracker was going on, and there were all these little girls in their little dresses, and like we were all just shoved in a basement. But it was a nice basement. If we're going to be in a basement, it was the nicest one you could ask to be in. But it was just not how we wanted to start the night. But like I said, very grateful that we were not in the path. We were a little bit south of where it hit. It hit North Nashville, and Clarksville got hit really, really badly. But yeah, our kids were safe, and we were safe. So thank the Lordy, right? Okay, guys. You got some questions? Maybe I have an answer. I reserve the right to not answer your question if I can't answer it, or it is outside of something I'm comfortable with talking about. And I'm not Dr. Berry, so do not ask me a Dr. Berry question because can't answer it. Also can't ask Dr. Berry the question either. It's not Skip the Line channel. Oh, me. Will you ever do Rumble? I don't know. I have enough social media. I don't need another platform. I talk freely inside of our private community. That's my safe place to discuss things that may be a little bit more controversial, or the powers that be think are, you know, whatever the word is they're calling that sort of talk, you know. That's where I talk about those things, is inside our private community. A lot of you are members in there. I'll be going live after this live inside of the community. I'm doing a giveaway for those of you in there. Today's the first day of giveaways. I'm giving away, in case you guys are in there. I get asked about my skincare a lot, and this is the moisturizer that I use. It's from Faro, made with lard, tallow, and I'm giving away this lovely little package in there after I get off this live. No. Are you done shopping for Christmas? Nope. Unfortunately, I'm not. Marie, my daughter just had a beautiful baby girl 6 days ago. Congratulations. Mama's eating carnivore and making sure she eats good fats. Good for her. Congratulations. What a sweet little Christmas present. But you guys are just over the moon. I did just get done. Well, I am done shopping for Christmas. We don't do a ton of presents. I just bought the kids their presents. They will be here in a few days. And I bought Bonnie a baby grand piano. It's not like a real one, but it is so precious. Has a microphone on it. The kid loves to sing. She loves music. She's just like her mama. And then Beckett got Hot Wheels sets because that's what he loves, Hot Wheels. And I got him the extra like pieces that go with Hot Wheels. So that's what they got for Christmas. That's what they're getting. We're actually going to have an early Christmas because we won't be at the house on Christmas Day. So Santa's going to come a little early so that they can experience the thrill. So we're having a Puerto Rican Christmas in San Antonio this year. I get asked this a lot. What does your tattoo say? I actually have a whole video. I may do another video. I don't know about that, but it says Excelsior, onward and upward. It's been a tag for several books, and if you're a Marvel fan, then you know Stan Lee used that term a lot, but it means a lot. It means I got it done right after our house burnt down, and I went through a lot of crap, and I was going through a healing phase, and so it just means get up, keep going, onward and upward. We do. It's always very, very weird, but yeah, people recognize us. Grocery stores, downtown Nashville, we've been stopped a few times. It's really weird. But yeah, we do. It's very strange. Stephanie, I brought my grandson a little pad that has a piano on one end and drum set on the other. Oh, man. Yeah, those parents are going to be excited. Carnivore Made Easy cookbook. Would you ever do that? Just having ideas for every day would be great. Yeah, so basically that's my cookbook that I'm working on for the next year is not carnivore, but everything could be made carnivore, and it's all very easy. My recipes don't involve a lot. The holiday recipe cookbook, if you don't have that, it's on Amazon. Has some more complex recipes because it's holiday type, but like for the everyday, my recipes are very, very simple. What's the community group information again? Hang on, I can pull it up. It's right here. You can scan it with your phone, the QR code, or you can go to the website. It's phdhealth.community. There may be a link in the description of this video. If there's not right now, I'll put it in afterwards, but that's where you can go hang out with me and the other PhD coaches and Dr. Barry, and we just have a good time. We're going to do a challenge in January. Every month is kind of a challenge. Like we are on live streams 3 times a week, depending on what level you pick. You can go $5, $12, $20, depending on which one you pick. It gives you access to more live streams. Everybody gets access to my coaching group, to challenges at this time. We're not running a like true challenge, but we're so active. It's nearly, there's no focus on a challenge this month. Next month is about consistency. So if you want to set a goal and you want to stick to it and you need some accountability, come hang out with us in the PhD community. Do I have a different QR code for, whoa, that was weird. I think that was only on my end. Let me see if I can add, yeah, join the PhD community. Okay, so, no, that's not what I want. Okay, so this right here, if you scan that, that'll take you to the tribe, or it should anyways. I hate when that happens. It's so annoying. I don't know the thumb. I never do it on purpose. Like I can never do it on purpose. It's always on accident that I do that. How are your chickens? What kind of winter prep do you do for the chickens? I discovered a bird bath heater and their water saves me a lot of headaches. Chickens are fine. It doesn't usually get cold enough for us to have to put something like that into place. Like normally we can just go break the water, run more water. It's not super cold in Tennessee. We maybe have a week out of the winter where it's super duper cold and the water will freeze. But yeah, they do good. Mary got an Instant Pot. What's best to cook in it? Bone broth. Really, everything else is kind of, congratulations, Kit. Everything else is done just fine on the stovetop. And you can do bone broth on the stovetop too. I got rid of my Instant Pot. I don't have enough space on my counter to do it. I'm going to put the link in the descriptions. Sorry, Michelle. So that's what I would use the Instant Pot for myself. You can cook so many things in there. Soups are a great option to do in the Instant Pot. But really bone broth. That's the main thing. Okay, here's the website. phghealth.community. Yeah, my creamy chicken soup, that's on YouTube. Y'all, if you have been trying to go to my website, it's still down. But if you go to nishalovesit.blog, it works. It's the nishalovesit.com that doesn't work. I know. I'm working on fixing it. But if you're looking for recipes and the .com's not working, if you just put .blog, that will work. Oh, love you so much. Any cold remedies you recommend? I have one. Bone broth. Bone broth. Bone broth is the key to everything. I think that old, chicken noodle soup remedy stems from when we originally made chicken noodle soup. It probably included real bone broth and didn't come from a Campbell's soup can, and actually did have some very nutritious and health promoting things in it, where like Campbell's soup, not so much. But if you made homemade chicken soup and let it really cook and get that collagen out of there, it's magical. It is magical. Delta says she uses her Instant Pot for pulled pork. There you go. There's so many recipes online for using an Instant Pot. I mean, there's literally cookbooks where the whole cookbook is for an Instant Pot. It's hilarious. How do I feel about sucralose? It's not a perfect ingredient, but it's not something I'm going to lose my absolute mind over every once in a while. Am I going to use it every day? No. If you are someone who really doesn't like sucralose, there are so many ways to make your own sauces and stuff and put what you like in there, but I'm just not a purist. I'm an 80-20, really 90-20, 90-10, not 90-20, 90-10 type of person. Like 90% of my diet is clean AF, right? And the 10% is like flexible, and I'm not going to lose my mind over it. Some people do. And that's okay. I respect your choice to not use sucralose. However, some days it's easier to just pour in some sauce as opposed to make it from scratch, right? Legoland was on sale at Sprouts when I went this past week too. Smoking it, if that's an option, if you have a smoker, smoking any type of meat is like amazing. You could probably do a really good stew with it. I'm so chill when it comes to cooking things. I'm not one of the people that has the meat thermometer and is like really OCD about making sure everything's temperature perfect and cooked to perfection. Like it just gets slapped in a skillet, seasoned, and then shoved in my mouth. And that's about it. I know. I actually did record one and I edited it. And then my computer had a mini stroke. And so it's gone. I'm going to have to do another one. I took it as a sign that one just wasn't good enough. I needed to do another one, I guess. I have my link still. It's just drinkelement.com/Nisha. I'm not currently working with them, but I mean, I still use them all the time. But I think it should still work. But I'm not sure because I'm not like actually in a relationship with them. I took a break from doing any sponsorships just because they hold you to, you have to make so many videos. And I just wanted to do what I wanted for a while. But I still love Element very much. So maybe it still works. Isn't this cute? This is from Hobby Lobby 4 years ago. It's been a long time. I'm surprised it still works, honestly. Cyclone. 2 weeks into carnivore, I just want to say that I love homemade bone broth and fatty, cheap cuts of beef. Yeah. Sous vide. Yeah. There's nothing better than a sous vide piece of meat. Like, people get really worked up about the plastic, and I get that. I'm not sous videing anything at my house, so when I do eat it, it's at a restaurant. I think there is a glass option and maybe silicone. I don't know. But yeah, oh my God, it's so good. Leslie, any recommendations on supplements to take while pregnant other than eating a nutritionally complete diet? When I was pregnant, I didn't really supplement too much. I did folate, not folic acid, folate. You want folate. And I really did that out of an abundance of caution. Because I eat so many eggs, I was probably getting plenty, but I took it anyways. I took vitamin D3 and K2, and I took iodine, and really that was it. See, Holly's very against plastic. OMG, don't cook in plastic, right? I guarantee you, Holly, that there is some sort of plastic in your refrigerator currently, unless you go to the butcher and they wrap it in paper, and then that paper still has plastic on it, right? We don't live in a world where we can ever be plastic free, unfortunately. If you strive for perfection, you're going to miss. You're going to miss the mark. Do the best that you can and do better where you can, and like, don't lose your mind over stuff that's pretty much out of your control. Like, your entire car is made of plastic. Your sheets have plastic in them. You're going to get some plastic in your life. I do their liquid capsules. They're linked on my Amazon shop page. So Amazon.com/shop/Nisha loves it. That's my Amazon shop. Maybe I have that. Do I have that for you guys? No. Do I? No, I don't. Amazon.com/shop/Nisha loves it. And I have like my favorite stuff linked over there. And the vitamin D3 that I use is linked over there too. Meg says Heart and Soil have a good prenatal stack of grass-fed supplements. Unpopular opinion, prenatal vitamins are a scam. Unless you're eating a really crappy diet, the stuff that's in a prenatal vitamin you should be getting from your meat anyways, with the exception of folate. And then you could still probably get it from eggs. And I'm not telling you not to take a prenatal, but I did not. Plus, they're massive. They're huge. I don't even know how many you would need to take from Heart and Soil. I know a lot of those supplements, it's like 6 a day to get your daily allowance. Or you could just, eat some liver, pate. Good luck. Have fun. Have fun with the trying part. Hopefully you get a little baby soon. Oh yeah, if you haven't watched my latest upload, I didn't really push it. I didn't post it anywhere, but it's me and Beckett cooking cookies. They're keto cookies. They're a premix. Somebody was like, what's your recipe? It's literally from a box, and they were not very good. But Beckett liked them, but I didn't think they were good. But he loved them, and we took them in a little tin to my parents' house, and he gave them to my mom and dad, and he was very proud of his cookies. What are your big dreams for 2024? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't really have anything set in stone. Just be present and happy and keep doing what I love and helping as many people as possible. I would love to have some courses for the things that I teach so they're just easy for people to do it instead of having to wait for me to run a challenge, like pre-made challenges where you just watch them very, like at your own pace whenever you want to start. My planner, that's coming out hopefully soon. If you're on my list, there's a link in the description, should be, or you can scan the code here, and that's my newsletter, and at some point I will be sending out newsletters. Maybe I already have. I don't know. It's on automated and someone's helping me do this. You should be getting some emails and then updates, recipes, cool stuff like that if you want to join. There it is. Get into my new house. Yes, that's my 2024 dream. Can we just get into this house, please? Don't know, not going. I'm not doing any events that are not in Tennessee, with maybe one exception. It's a lot for me. It's a lot for the kids. I've done it for 6 years now. I've done the whole tour, like all the keto events. There's so many, and like, it's expensive to go to all those. It's expensive for you guys too. So I'd like to do maybe just more online conferences and stuff like that. We do have a Christmas tree. It is in the other room, and it's a candy theme. I do know that is super ironic. It's not lost on me that we have a candy-themed Christmas tree, but it's very pretty. Well, it was. The kids have destroyed it at this point. Crystal Light. Is it fine to fast during your period? What about an illness like a cold, sinus thing? I always tell women, listen to your body when it comes to fasting. If you don't feel hungry while you're on your period, then fine, fast. I call this intuitive fasting. If you're hungry, eat. And this also comes along with, like, how experienced are you at fasting? Have you been fasting for a long time? Or are you just starting? And then, listen to your hunger cues. Unless you're doing fasting for a very specific reason, like autophagy or, religious reasons. Oh, Julie, thanks. That's what I'm here for, to give a realistic portrayal of what this life can look like. And I feel like there's a lot of perfect people on the internet who only show themselves eating perfect foods and eating perfectly every day. And maybe they do. I'm not saying that they're full of crap, but I am saying that seems very hard to follow someone who is just perfect all the time. And I just live a more realistic life than some people, and that's just how I am. And some people really hate that about me, and some people appreciate it. Dennis, you really need to help your husband set up. Your feed is much cleaner and better sounding. I know. He won't listen to me. I just need to go in there and take his computer and fix everything and tell him not to touch it anymore. David, we're doing a seafood Christmas Eve and a carnivore Christmas Day. The only vegetable this year is my aunt's singing pickle. I love seafood at Christmas. If we lived closer to an area that sourced really fresh, wild-caught seafood, that's what we would do on Christmas. I am cooking in San Antonio, but it won't be a carnivore Christmas for us. But we will have plenty of meat. I will make sure of it. And Dr. Barry will have ribs, because that's what he wants. He wants ribs. So I'm going to make sure and take care of him. Thank you, Diana. Carney Chris, so nice that you don't make a big deal out of your chosen lifestyle. Fanatics from all sides are of no help. I agree. No need to get all worked up about it. It's just food. It's just food. How many people we got watching? 520? Where are you guys watching from? Anybody from not the States? Anybody from Canada? Dawn. We are cutting dry. Sometimes too much. But that's how it is. That's how it goes around here. Dallas, Texas. What's up, Dallas? We love Texas. Connecticut. Idaho. Mexico. Christmas in Connecticut is one of my favorite Christmas movies. What's your favorite Christmas movie? I want to know. It's Christmas in Connecticut for me. Also, Elf. But if we're going with like classics, although Elf did turn 20 years old this year. Did you know? The movie Elf is 20 years old. That can't be right. I'm only 27. Got some Alabama in the house. Yes, we will be live tonight on Dr. Berry's channel. Same time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Christmas with the Cranks. That's a good one. I love when he gets all the Botox and he's like, it's funny. Scrooge. All right. Space Coast of Florida. Yeah. London. I would love to go to London again this year. We've been a few times and I love going at Christmas. That was our first time going, was at Christmas time. And man, what a beautiful city at Christmas. It's beautiful. Frosty. White Christmas. Some good ones. Die Hard. I knew one of you was going to say Die Hard. I'm sorry. That is not a Christmas movie. I said what I said. This is a hill that I will die on. It is a good movie, though. Like, love some Die Hard. Did you see where they're going to remake it? Stop remaking things. Stop remaking movies. Do you agree? You are on the same page as I am? All right. If you want to really cry your eyes out, Deborah's got a good one for you. What? The Christmas shoes. Get your tissues. Don't wear mascara. Okay. You cannot go wrong with National Lampoons, right? Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation. Deborah, Coat of Many Colors. Dolly's Coat of Many Colors. Always on my list of movies to watch this time of year. I sure do love Dolly. I mean, y'all know that already, but man. That's what I got my mom for Christmas this year. It's a season pass to Dollywood, so we can all go together. Very exciting. Family Stone, that's a good one too. Every time they do a remake, they ruin it. The only movie I've seen a remake of that the remake was better is Gatsby. So Leonardo DiCaprio's version versus, what's the other guy's name? He was very handsome. What was his name? I mean, he's not dead. I don't think. Robert Redford? Is that his name? Anyways, the new one was better. But like, other than that. But there are so many books. So many wonderful, wonderful books that we could make into movies or miniseries. Can we not cash in on that? Come on. It's literally written already. You just got to adapt it and don't ruin it because sometimes they do that too. It's a Wonderful Life, of course, of course. Dollywood. Who's been to Dollywood and who loves it? Robert Redford. Not dead yet. Okay, I didn't think so. But really, his version was not good. It Happened on Fifth Avenue. I don't know if I've seen that one. Maybe I'll see some of you at Dollywood this year. Annabelle's Wish. That's a really cute one. It really is. Christmas Chronicles was good. Deck the Halls. It's a good one too. Beckett loves Rudolph, the old Rudolph. It's like stop motion. Is that what it's called? It's like the puppets. I don't know what that's called. Anyway, he loves it. I don't like it. Violent Night. That sounds horrible. If any of you go to Dollywood, honk on your way. Have you ever met Dolly? Are you kidding me? No. You would know if I had met Dolly Parton. I would talk about it constantly, every day, all the time. Hey, I met Dolly. I've met Dolly. No. I would love to meet Dolly. She is, like, if I had to pick one person, celebrity, to me. It's her. End of story. There is no competition. Hey, Home Alone. Yes. I don't love Rudolph. It's just the elf that wants to be a dentist. He just gets on my nerves a little bit. So, yes. Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. Clearly, they're going to make a movie out of these, right? They're going to have to. There's too much of a huge cultish following for them. That's coming. Right? We know this. Please don't mess it up. Please. They're going to have to tone it down a little, I think, when it comes to the smuttiness. Like, it's pretty smutty, and, like, it's unnecessary, right? It's not even really the best part of the book, where something like 50 Shades of Grey, you took that away, and there's nothing left, right? Iron Flame, there's more to it than the smut, and that's not even the good part. Not for me, anyways. Like, can we get back to the dragons? I want more of Andarna and, Taryn. And also, if you've read Iron Flame and Fourth Wing, can you explain to me why the narrator says Tyne for Mira's dragon's name at the beginning, and then it turns into Tiny later on? Like, which one is it? Is the dragon's name Tyne or Tiny? And Tiny is kind of not a dragon name. I'm confused. I'm sure someone in here is, like, obsessed with Fourth Wing, because I know I got a lot of Fourth Wing people that are in my subscribers list. So, let me know. The narrator gets a lot of crap in the review section also. I didn't think she was that bad, but everybody who's written a review thinks she's horrible. Hard Candy Christmas. I need to cover that song. I haven't done a song this year, for those of you who've asked. I have not done a song. I usually do a song for Christmas. Sometimes I do more than one, and I was wanting to do Hard Candy Christmas, but I just don't have time. Like, I barely have time to do what I'm doing. Last week, I didn't go live at all inside of our group, and I usually go live at least 2 or 3 times a week, and it's crazy. Right? It's not well written either. I didn't think they were that great. I'm glad I'm not the only person that's like, this is unnecessary. I get it. They're in love, and he's hot. And, like, okay, can we get back to the dragons? I want the dragons. Hard Candy Christmas, I'm begging to tomorrow. Yeah. I prefer actually reading the books, but to sit down and read a book means I can't do other things. And I can listen and clean and work and, do the things. Thank you, Mona. What supplements do you take? Vitamin D3, K2. I put 2 drops of 2% Lugol's iodine in my coffee every day. That's it. That is it. That's all, folks. That's all I take. I see people taking cups and cups of supplements. For what? For me, it's no. I don't even like taking what I take, but I do it anyways. Because I think they're actually probably essential. Phyllis, no live streams require a super chat on my channel. People do, just to be nice, I think, but, like, feel free not to. Yeah, a lot of people take selenium for Hashimoto's. I eat eggs. Selenium is found in tons of foods, including eggs. So that's where I get my selenium. I don't feel the need to take a capsule. I love eggs. I had eggs and bacon today. And I might have salmon tonight. I don't know. Treasure Rescue. I think you got coffee. You got coffee. Chafee coffee. Whatever. I think you got cut off. What did you hear Dr. Chaffee say? I like him. I'm just being funny, okay? I don't agree with everything, and I don't think plants are trying to kill us, but what did he say? Salmon pate. Oh my goodness, Brody, that sounds amazing. Bring some over. Could ya? I'm getting a little hungry. Doing a meat-based, high-fat, proper human diet for conceiving is probably the best thing for it. If you don't follow Dr. Kilt, he's a fertility specialist. He promotes carnivore-based for his patients who struggle with conceiving. Also, if you were wanting to add on supplements, then there's a book called It Starts with the Egg, and it's a good foundational book for people who want to take supplements. When I was doing IVF to get pregnant with Beckett before I got naturally pregnant, I took a ton of supplements because I felt like I needed to. But with Bonnie, I was taking nothing. So, but I was eating a ton of meat and lots of fat. What the hell? I'm sorry. I read recently that eating bacon is like chugging canola oil. The Strong Sister said that? Good God. And they base this on what? I would just love to know where they got this extremely horrifying statement from. What are you talking about? Canola? We're gonna Okay. I think you know how I feel about this. That's a bunch of BS. And I cannot imagine where they got this from. But because of the PUFAs. Okay. Well, use your brain a little bit here. All right. And obviously try to get pastured pork if you can. I get Peterson's pork. That's where I get my pork from. But I also healed my Hashimoto's, got naturally pregnant, and put 95% of all of my symptoms in remission eating cheap bacon. Now, I'm not going to say crap bacon because it was freaking delicious. But it came from Walmart, okay? It was 0 carb, but it was not pasture raised, and it was not organic, and it was not panda massaged. And look at me now. Look at me now. Whoa. I'm just like, if you hear something extreme, consider that maybe it's not fact. I'm very disappointed to hear that they said that. PUFAs. I got you, PUFAs. They're in my refrigerator right now. I eat chicken, and I eat bacon, and I try to get pasture raised at this point, but that started last year. That was my 2023 goal. I was going to make sure all of my meat was sourced from the best quality that I can afford because I can afford to support those farmers. It has more to do with supporting the farmers who are doing a good job, making sure they stay in business, and nothing to do with omega-6s and omega-3 ratios and PUFAs. And I think we maybe overcomplicate things a little in this space, and common sense is a good thing that we should practice. That's all I'm saying. But if you don't want to eat bacon, more for me. It's fine. Hey, John. Awesome. I don't know why that clicked on Jennifer. I clicked on John. Good to see you, John. What are PUFAs? I'm not going to do that today, but you can Google it. But don't go down a rabbit hole, okay? Sure. Definitely try to get the best. But if you can't afford it, when people listen, we're going to get real here. I'm going to cuss a little. I love Jesus, but I cuss a little. When you say shit like this, then what you're doing is making people feel that if they can't afford this kind of meat, then they're just totally screwed. and there is no hope, and they should just like give up. Because if you're telling people they have to have chickens that were not fed the things that the cheap stuff is fed, then do you see where I'm going here? I'm not going to say it, but it's limiting who has access to this kind of food. Like when I was in a CNA and I made $7 an hour, and if I had Hashimoto's back then and I needed to heal it, and somebody said, well, you got to pay your rent and all your bills and your nursing school fees, and if you don't buy the good stuff, then you're going to die because it's got PUFAs in it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, eat as good as you can afford. Okay? Please. I am ticked off. I'm ticked off that people say things like this, and it puts people off. And if I'm putting you off, then I'm sorry, Haley, but are you new? Like, this is not the first time I've got on a soapbox about this kind of stuff. It needs to be said. Most people, the vegetables are not trying to kill you. Most people can eat the cheap stuff if they need to, if they're on a budget. And let's face it, most people are on a budget. Do you know how much a ribeye is right now? Per pound? Just a regular ribeye, not grass-fed, grass-finished. Just a regular old ribeye, right? It's okay, Haley. It's okay. But, I feel like I'm the only one saying this. Surely I'm not. Surely there's someone. I think Kelly Hogan is probably very realistic about what she talks about. And maybe some other person. But like, love you back. Love you back. Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca is one of our coaches inside the group. I saw a ribeye at Sprouts. Granted, I don't buy my beef at Sprouts. I get it local. It was $25 a pound for this steak. Eee. Exactly. Cheap bacon's better than the cheap donuts. Yes, there is a live Holly. I don't want to block Holly. What are you talking about? Stop that. My computer's on crack, I swear. Live tonight on Dr. Barry's channel. Same place, same time as usual. Yeah, it's very easy to get discouraged. There is always a better option, and better is fine. If you can't, no one's perfect. I'm sorry. No one is. I don't care what they show on YouTube and Instagram and TikToker. No one's perfect. Do as good as you can. Be better than you were last year. Right? We got a new year, new you coming up. Stupid. I don't even know how I did that. I don't know. Make the better choice. If you can't make the perfect choice, better is good. My whole setup's better than Dr. Barry's, Bobby. Welcome to Nisha's channel. Oh, Steve, that's very sweet. Thanks very much. So this week I saw a ton of sales. I saw a leg of lamb on sale. It was big time on sale. Several things of lamb. I saw a lot. You have to learn to shop the sales. Make a connection. Make friends when you go grocery shopping with people who work there. And be like, hey, when's a good day for me to come for meat sales? I know Kroger has really good meat sales. Aldi as well. And once you start eating carnivore, you learn these things. The meat sales is where it's at. Buy them on sale the day before Best Buy day. Usually it's the day before the Best Buy day. They're marked down big time. Stick them in the freezer. There's always a huge gap in when it's really going to go bad, because they don't want to accidentally sell something bad. So we're going to end over here with Jan. Where did Jan go? Jan. There you are, Jan. Do the best you can. That's all you can ask for. That's right. If you can afford to support the farmers who are doing it the best way, regenerative farmers, you definitely need to support them. If you can't, support you. Support your family and the health of your family as best you can. All right. If you're in the private community, that's where I'm headed. I will see you guys over there in like 2 minutes. I love you guys, and I mean it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit it on the way out, and the thumb, and I'll see you tonight on Dr. Brady's channel. Bye.